Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? We are back in my favorite little route on a different server now. So we're going to be giving this a shot. Looks like I will make more an hour on this server. That's also because this is my medium / low pop server. So I'm going to run around and farm up some herbs and ore. I don't know, why did it kick me? Farm. Who did it? Did I miss something? I think I did. Alright, give me a sec. Let's see. Oh, the mono harden was what made it where I could mine while mounting. Ah, sure. I do not have what I need. Well, alright then. We will go back to the auction house and we will start all over again. I mounted before I ran into that. There we go. Ooh, those are expensive. A lot more so than I remember. But, I mean, you know, everybody and their mother's farming right now, so it makes more sense. Alright. All these. Alright. Now we just need to put syrup, the mounted speed increase, and the no dazing. Now we are all nice and set for a long night of herb farming. What's going on, everybody? How's y'all's night? Nice and wet and dreary over here tonight. Oh, there we go. Now I can mine everything that I want to without having to leave my mount. Ooh. Hey Miranda, what's up? Still leveling the monk. How's that going? Yeah, monk is a lot of fun. I need to spend a little bit more time learning the class myself. I have this one leveled up, but I haven't really done a whole lot of actual PvE with it. Majority of this, I leveled this one with herbalism and mining, so that's good. Now that I can actually drift a little bit. Actually mine now without getting knocked off my mount. Really nice. I'll have to look and see. Maybe that's what I was missing earlier. Wonder if the mono-hardened stirrups work with Druid Flight Form. That'd be nice to know. Technically a mount. I did come across quite an interesting way of farming a food today, which was really nice. Made it really, really fast and made a decent amount of gold off of it, so I think I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, so Nick, the Sky Golem, it does dismount. However, I have mono-hardened stirrups, and it already allows you to pick up herb without dismounting. So I have the mono-hardened stirrups that makes it to where I can mine while I'm mounted. So I have mining while I'm mounted. I can already get herbs while I'm mounted. I have the gathering reduced from Dark Moon and can't be dazed while I'm mounted, so it doesn't slow me down. And then mono hardened hoof plates, which increases my mount speed. And even though you're buying all those, if you're not buying all of them, you make them, which is great as well. But even if you buy them, you see a return on them, for sure. Unless you're dumb and you do that. Boom, there we go. I'm keeping the loot appraiser up so we can have a rough idea of what we're looking at. I want to try this server out because those are my medium pop server. Not the server that we were farming on last night. Oh yeah, definitely if you get firewater, I always keep it. Hey Ever. I'm doing well, how about you? Enjoying some nice farming here. So the food that I was talking about earlier that you can get is the one that you get from Mechagon or from uh, getting the ionized minnows and everything like that. And so if you're mounted, it works. I guess if you were using this trick, it would work as well. That makes sense. Yeah, so if you used model hardened stirrups, or if you use jetpack and you have flying, you can use the vacuum over in mech, and it's the ionized minnow vacuum, so you don't actually have to fish them. And if you grab the vacuum, and then I'm assuming if you get on this mount or if you get on the jetpack, then you can run around super fast, and you never have to dismount, and you can just vacuum up all the schools. And the difference is when you vacuum up the schools, instead of having to cast 4 times to catch everything in the school, you just vacuum it all up all at once, and it takes about 4 or 5 seconds. So you save a lot of time. I did it for like 10-15 minutes and got some spare parts, and then made, because I have rank 3 of the mecha dolls, and I just made a bunch of the mecha dolls and sold them, and they sell pretty much instantaneously. They're like the best crit food that you can get. So, but for like 10-15 minutes of work, I got, I think it was like right at 8K. That'll be something that I may test for an hour and see just how much we can get in the hour. What's going on, Askin? Glad to see you back. Ooh. Yeah, I do sell uncanny gear. Um, I personally do it just on tailoring. Honestly, this expansion I've kind of slacked a little bit with my blacksmithing and my leatherworking. They just haven't made me as much money on my server. I know other people have a lot of success with it, but those two have really not been that great on my server. Really? You been playing around with bags at all? Because today I've probably sold at least 40-50K profit worth of deep sea bags on Storm Rage. I'm pretty sure a lot of that was people just buying me out so that they could reset price when I would undercut them by a silver, but hey, it's still a sell. I've been killing it with the bags. They've just been flying off the AH. The only bad thing about it on a high pop server, on my medium pop server on here on Dentarg, I don't have to worry about it as much. I can kind of just set the price and then walk away. And normally I don't get undercut. If I get undercut, it's just by a couple, and they normally don't have the volume that I have. They may undercut me and have like 5 bags. And I'm posting, 500-600 bags at a time. So, I can just buy them out and then reset. On the medium pop server, they seem to do pretty well with me just posting once and then leaving them. But man, on Storm Rage, it's like you pretty much have to babysit them. I have to sit there and, I'll post them all up, and then then I get undercut by a silver, and I cancel them all, and then post them back up, and undercut, and just goes in a circle. Why do I have rank 3 on this one? Oh crap, did I just... I'll be damned. I do not have rank 3. Shame on me. Oh no, the regular deep sea bags. Embroidered, you can still make a good bit of profit on, but I've just been selling the regular ones. I buy tights. I do COD posting, so that's what I do. Especially on if you're on a high pop server, that's the way to go. Just post up that you're gonna buy bulk in trade chat and ask them to do COD, which is cash on delivery. You can send it in the mail if you didn't know. And then I just have them send it to me. So every time I log in on my character that I do that on, I probably have anywhere from 15 to 20,000 Tide spray linen and deep sea satin at relatively low prices, normally well under the AH price. I just buy it in bulk from them and then flip it. So instead of it costing me 170 gold to make a DC bag, it may only cost me 130. So when they're selling on Storm Rage for 280, 270, then yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of profit. I think on Dentarg I sell them too. They're going for about 170. I feel like Storm Rage is pretty inflated, but they sell, so I'm fine with it. I don't ask questions. My opinion in 4x2 for Shadowlands. I mean, obviously I'm low on the total poll from getting alpha or beta, so I'm just kind of going by what other people are showing. I haven't seen anything that looks like they're going to be nerfing any of that, so yeah, I think it's still probably going to be a big thing. Unless there's something I've missed and they're planning on setting out a nerf that's going to make it to where, 4x2 farms are no longer a thing. That's part of the reason why I'm wanting to get groups up together now, so we can kind of get familiar with each other. Yeah, to be honest, and I know this is probably an unpopular opinion with most, I really don't see an issue with multi-boxing. And also going off the Druid Speed Twink sets, I'm actually kind of ticked that they've started taking that away, since they're going to be essentially killing the Speed Kitty. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. There's certain things that Blizz does that I'm just kind of like, I don't quite understand. There's other things that I get. We find farms in here, and there's going to be, farms that are borderline exploits and stuff like that, and stuff that wasn't meant to be, or wasn't meant to be that easy, that could be game breaking. And yeah, I get that, or just economy breaking, and I get them doing nerfs on that. That's the way that you keep the game, fun and interesting, in my opinion. Because I mean, to me, it wouldn't be that much fun if I could just, sit and do this farm for an hour and then make 5 million gold, and everybody was able to make 5 million gold at all times. And then it would just be everybody had the longboy mount. I don't think that's fun. I think it's more fun, finding little intricate ways to make a little bit more on this thing, or make a little more on this server and stuff like that. That's what I like. Oh, there. Oh, nice. Whiptail. Yeah. Farm the hell out of that then. Ajar's Veil still sells really well too. I do that. Actually, I was just doing that just the other day. Ooh, buys a lot of pets. I normally just I try to stick with buying off of lower pop servers that may be selling stuff that they don't really know what they're selling. That's where I normally make a lot of my profits. But a great thing to get started is if you only have so say you're wanting to get into the realm of selling pets and doing, because it's essentially called pet arbitrage, which is where you buy a pet on one server cheaper and then sell it on another server using the let's see, the collections, where this is account wide, and you can pull them out and put them on a different character on a different server. What I always use with that is use the TSM. So if you go to TSM, Trade Skill Master website, you can do pet comparisons on their website. So if you look under it, I think it's under deals and stuff like that, you can actually select, like, for example, if I want to buy a pet on Dintarg and sell it on Stormrage, I can hit comparisons of Dintarg to Stormrage, and then I can hit highest percent difference and find out exactly what pet I need to buy on Dintarg for cheap, that I can then sell for on Stormrage for the best profit. Yeah, pets can take a bit. The only time that you really see pets just fly off is when there's like a new introduction, like with 8.3. When 8.3 came out, I was selling, God, so many of those pets. And I do a bunch of small in flipping too, but like high volume small in flips. So, no, I'm way down on my inventory now, but man, if I'd have been doing live streams when 8.3 came out, most people would probably cringe. So I bought, probably over the course of like a week after 8.3 came out, when everybody was doing the Twisting Sands and getting the Void Scarred Beetles, I was buying them on Stormrage when people were selling them for like 5 silver. Everybody had them. So I probably bought 2,000 to 2,100 of them, and I've just been slowly selling them over the past couple months, and I bought all of them for under 5 silver, like 4 to 5 silver a piece. And now I get anywhere from 20 to 30 sells daily at a gold 30. So it's not a whole lot, but it's just consistent flipping. Yeah, TSM has that. It's really nice. Hey, what's going on, Isla? Glad to see you back. How you been tonight? Ooh, still toothy. Yeah, that may take a little while. Oh yeah, right when 8.3 hit, you could make a lot. I wish that I would have spent more time trying to gold farm on Storm Rage. I would have been able to make a lot more gold. I spent the majority of my time on Dentard because that's where I had my main, and I hadn't server hopped yet. So I probably could have made at least triple what I was making if I had stuck to the Storm Rage over Dentard. But, you know, hindsight's always 2020. Your TSM isn't undercutting? Hmm. Mine still undercuts. But I just have pretty basic stuff right now because all my stuff got wiped off the TSM. Kill them faster, more efficiently. Um, I mean, that's just going to be basically your item level, or if you want to do it in a group farm. So I would focus on item level and, you know, probably, like, because I use, are you using Focused Azurite Beam? That's a really good one to just burn them down. Yeah, if you keep staring at the gold every day, it's like staring at the clock. It just gets slower and slower. Only for transmog. Huh. No, I don't have anything turned off. I did have to do a complete wipe and update though. So I completely just wiped TSM off my computer and then re-uploaded it. So maybe you should try that. To be honest, TSM is pretty screwy right now. So I've just kind of reset a lot of my stuff, and a lot of my stuff that I know is higher end, I just wait until the end and then manually post it. Even though I know that's sacrilegious to most, but that's just what I've been doing because the last thing that I need is to post some 3 or 400k transmog up for 3k. Oh yeah, absolutely you can farm that in a group. It'll make it way easier. Go in a group and then you can just run around. Hey Kurt, what's up? Thanks. Yeah, anybody watched any of my old stuff, that was like one of the main things that I wanted was when I made my content, I wanted it to be just like to the point. This is what you get, this is what you don't get. If it's not a good farm, it's not a good farm. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So, I mean, there's no reason to do something that doesn't work. There's no reason to sell you something that doesn't work. It doesn't do me any better or worse if you guys make, you know, a couple mil in the process. Not like it's taking away from me. There's tons of people that play the game. There's always going to be gold to be made. Yeah, I do have that add-on. I have not tried it yet. I need to start getting better about that because I want to be able to upload a lot of the farms that I do that we can kind of add to the community with that because he did amazing with that add-on. I used it for probably a couple of days, but then I started having issues with a bunch of other add-ons, and I've essentially turned off all add-ons except for the ones that I absolutely have to have. Well, thanks, Kurt. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I was able to accomplish what I set out doing. I don't know why that. Y'all see that? Holy crap! It stayed there. Did I break the game? Little white flash. Maybe it's just because I'm moving so fast I glitched the game. Ooh. That little white thing is still sitting there. Hmm. It glitched in the matrix. Right, well. Oh, you talking about the ones on my map? That's gonna be. I think it's gather mate. I have gather mate up. I don't. There we go. I personally like having gather made up a lot of the time. As you can see, I can see exactly what was at different places. But the reason I wasn't really noticing it with this is, I don't know if you were here the other day when I was talking about this. I have leveled two characters from 110 to 120 only using herbalism and mining. This is one of the characters that I did that with. And I only did this route. So I'm pretty sure that I could run this route in my sleep. Tide spray linen shuffle is good. Oh yeah, I did it on my server until I couldn't profit off of it anymore. As long as you're buying under 1 gold, 90 silver, you're golden. But that's just if you're going for the raw gold flip. You can do a little bit more. I think if you're doing the expulsum to uncanny flip, you can normally do like right up to 2 gold. But obviously, if you can get it for cheaper, get it for cheaper. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can actually do that with that still does relatively well. Like for example, the old kata items that you can make with crafting, you'll actually make more if you craft the items with the ember silk and then disenchant it than you would trying to sell the ember silk bolts outright. And the reason is because if you look at it, your ember silk bolts on your server will still be pretty high, and it'll show you, and you'll think that you're going to make profit more off of that. However, the percentage that they take from those is higher for the deposit. So you actually make more crafting it into items and then disenchanting them. Oh man, if your main has skinning, there's there is an oldie but goodie. It still works on a lot of servers. Not the best right now, but you can do that full rat. I think it's Rustvar farm for skinning the coarse leather and the bones. Not a lot of people are doing that right now. So, especially with the new item level gear, you can just do that farm in your sleep. You'll kill everything really fast. That's a good one. But if you're gonna make like serious money and you're well geared, do the corrupted zone veil dredge leather warg farm. That's what I would focus on if you have skinning. Oh yeah, you have to create some kind of a macro so that you don't lose your mind while you're sitting there with, turning 20k worth of Tide spray linen into pants. Yeah, no problem, Taxi. Ooh, nice. What plans are you talking about? 40k. Damn. I have obviously once I'm done doing all the gold farming that I'm doing for this, the Long Boy challenge, I have a lot of videos and content that I've been wanting to do that I've kind of put back. But once we get it, then I'll start posting all those out. Hopefully, I think you guys will really enjoy them because I'm doing, good lord, I probably have at least 20 other videos that I've started working on. They're just a lot of old gold farm making. Wow. Ooh, can't speak tonight. Old gold making farms. But essentially they're kind of like by what they are, so like I go over a bunch of the old recipe farming places where you need to go to find certain recipes and stuff like that. And then the next one is like where you can find this transmog, the best place to find get the transmog, all that fun stuff. Oh, yeah, Sulfurin's hammer. Yeah. Fun fact, if you didn't know and you have a bunch of alts, you can get that plan one time per character. So, however many alts that you have, you can actually run in there as long as you have the ingot and turn it in on every alt tune that you have. Now, take that information with a grain of salt. Please, for the love of God, don't take your alt army up to there and get 40 plans and then post all of them on the auction house. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Nick. So somebody did what I just said not to do. Somebody decided that they were going to take their alt army through and get 40 of the plans that tanked the price. But I always keep at least a couple plans up in one of my bank alts. Did you learn that with the bronze whelpling? Yeah, not like, are you talking about not like flooding market? Just kind of sitting back on them? You gotta be real careful about doing that kind of stuff. It only hurts you in the long run. Crypto, so how I gather so fast is I have a bunch of stuff up. So I use the Sky Golem when I'm not on a druid that's dual gathering. I use mono hardened stirrups, which makes it to where I can mine on my mount. And then I use Dark Moon Firewater, which gives me gathering time is reduced, so it speeds up the actual gathering bar. Then I use coarse leather bardings, so if I get attacked by something, it doesn't daze me, so it doesn't slow me down. And then I use mono hardened hoof plates, which increases my speed while mounted by 20%. Also increases your flight speed. So there you go. Merry Christmas. Yeah, no problem. Hey, hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Yeah, undercutting. So, undercutting is kind of the way I try to look at it is it's the name of the game. If you're on a server that you're going to make a good amount of gold on, you're going to get undercut. Now, it all depends on the etiquette of the person that's undercutting you. So, you know, if you see a bunch of people, they can abuse it and completely tank the price. And that's like one of my pet peeves. There's no, you will never see me get upset about somebody undercutting me but if they do it properly. But if I'm sitting there and I'm resetting market value and you consistently keep undercutting me on bags by like 5 gold, you just jump 5 gold down, please don't do that. It doesn't do the market any good. You'll still make sells. If you cut me by 1 silver, people will still buy your bags over mine. It doesn't change anything. It just changes you destroying the market. So please stop. Ooh, would you hold mounts till Shadowlands? What mount are you talking about? Yeah, so is the issue that you come into with that is, again, I don't mind if even if you undercut with volume. Just when you just undercut me by a silver. Don't undercut me with volume by, 5 gold. Not that bad if somebody undercuts by 5 gold and they're only selling like 100 bags, I'll just buy them out. But when you're undercutting by 5 gold and then you post 4K bags, then we're just like, well, there's the new market price. Ooh. Oh man, that's an old school farm right there. I haven't done fell iron farms in a long time. Yeah, I gotcha. I get what you mean now. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, yeah, that especially on high pop servers, that's just like the bane of my existence when I get over on Storm Rage. I had that happen, God, probably 2 days ago now. I was just going back and forth with a guy selling deep sea bags. We were doing it for a while, just going back and forth, and then I got to where I wasn't posting as much each time because I knew he was going to undercut me. So I would just keep half my bags, and then when he undercut, I undercut again. Apparently, I did it enough to where it pissed him off, so he took all of his inventory out and then dropped deep sea bag price from right at 285 to 260. I was just like, dude, why? Why? Why are you doing that? Yeah, you don't. Yeah, so I think there's always a place for that. There's always going to be mounts that you can hold on to and sell. It also depends on which mounts you're talking about, though. So, I mean, if you got some like Big Daddy mounts, if you got like some TCG mounts or something like that hiding in your banks, right now is when I would post them up. Because everybody is, bored of content. Everybody's gold farming. And you're going to catch somebody that's either going to buy it to try and flip it, or you're going to catch somebody that's going to want it and just buy it. Sweet Lord Baby Jesus, the game. Alright, so what we need to figure out here is I'm just going to put all of my deep sea bags on one server in a guild bank, and I'm going to come to your server and sell them for 700 gold a pop. Because I only have about 100 and maybe 110 invested in each bag, so that would be an insane profit on my end. Yeah. Oof. God, what does it cost on your server to make them though? Is Deep Sea Satin selling for like 30 gold a pop on your server or something? Why is it so high? Are you talking about the base deep sea bags, or are you talking about the 32 slot? Because that actually makes a big difference too. I completely forgot about the 32 slots. Because I'm talking about the base 30 slot bags. Yeah, actually. Ooh, glitch. Okay. Yeah, Wooly was selling the other day on Dentarg for either, I think it was 1.2. Good lord, 18 to 21 gold. You on NA server or EU? I want the rooster. The rooster and the nether rocket are the ones that I want to eventually get. Obviously, if I have enough gold, I'll buy Woolly and Spectral as well. Spectral would be really cool. That's an impressive market that you have right there. 3 to 5 gold. And see, you could make a killing right there. I did it earlier on another tune. You could buy out pretty much my whole server on Dentarg, and you would probably never go over 2 gold and 99 silver. You buy out the whole server worth of tide spray. Yeah, I have to admit it made my eye twitch the other day. The Nether Rocket is one of the mounts that I've wanted for a very long time. Somebody posted it on Dentarg for a mil. Let me tell you how hard it was to stop and not buy it. Oof, I wanted to buy it so bad. I mean, 5 o'clock in the morning is when I wake up to repost my transmog. That's just my morning ritual. Wake up, post my transmog, put a pot of coffee on, fall back asleep. I thought everybody did that. Am I the only one that does 5 a.m. repost? Ah, okay. So I'm not alone. Why is this guy hitting totems every time he goes to a new node? Yeah, that Nether Rocket. They're doing those full server resets, though, is kind of where people get into trouble. I think it was Bill Zanixia had a post a little while back, kind of letting people know, be careful with stuff like that. Essentially, what it is where you buy a lot of a certain thing on one server and then server hop, and then sell it on another server that's selling it for a lot more. You can make serious profits doing that, but I would be very cautious with doing that in bulk because Blizzard's algorithm will pick it up and they will ban your ass for market manipulation in a heartbeat. Damn, nice. 25k in transmog. Way to go. Oh, that did not get interrupted. What are you talking about? See, that is actually something that I need to get much better about. So I have a lot of transmog items that I can craft. However, I am very much slacking on being able to craft and make the mount. So one thing that I will be spending a lot of time in is kind of getting all that up. Oh, my Dark Moonfire water's out. That's why everything was going so slow. Ooh, what do I think about multi-boxing? Well, I'm about to start. Now that I have flying, one of the things I want to kind of test out, and obviously I'll probably test a lot of it out on stream for anybody that's interested in trying to get it started, so we can kind of work through all the details together and you guys can see me like learn everything with. I'm gonna buy the Isboxer, whatever it's called. That seems to be one of the best ones. And then I'm just gonna dual box. I'm not gonna do anything too awfully crazy at the start. PvP mounts, yeah, I do want to go for them. I would love to go for them. However, again, these are just all things that I want to do in the game that take me away from my gold. Long boy is key right now. Let's keep my ADD ass in check. If I don't, all the little demons in the back of my head will make me go and do crazy things in the game that do not give me any gold. As every my prey. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I get the little Gollum voice in the back. Gollum, Gollum. Yeah, I'm very so I'm gonna completely air out my dirty laundry here. My brother-in-law was giving me such shit for this. So this is definitely embarrassing. However, since Kata, I have not gotten flying while an expansion has been current. This is BFA is the first time since Kata that I've had flying during a current expansion, which is absolutely embarrassing. But I just sit there and it's just so hard to get myself to grind out rep. Yeah, it's a little bit of an everything farm, but yeah, we're getting a bunch of anchorweed. Yeah, the the he would always get on and yell at me because he'd be like, "I thought you said you were gonna work on your Pathfinder today," and I'm sitting there and like not even in BFA content, like I'm doing 100 runs of the stockade, pickpocketing everything for lucky charms. It's like, what in the world? I just enjoy doing random shit like that. Yeah, Miguel. So we're getting a little bit of everything. I can show you here. We've been at it a little while. Let's see. Okay, get it. A little bit, a little bit, not too much. God, I still can't believe that Anchorweed is going for 90 gold on this server. My God. Yeah, that will be so nice. I'll actually be able to fly in those zones for the first time. Yeah. That's pretty pitiful that I'll get to fly for the first time in Warlords of Draenor areas in Shadowlands. And the only reason I get to do that is because they're just opening it up to everybody. Yeah, those filthy gold farmers like meth. First hit's free, then you never go back. Hey, at least with gold farming, you get to keep your teeth. Yeah, except for Akunda's Bite and well, good lord, you can see that right there. I think if you come up here, you can get Winter's Bite, but if you're going to do Winter's Bite, you want to do just far. Right around there. I think there's like a path you can do a circle right here. Well, of course, gold farming is always more fun. Yeah, I should have gotten into some of the boosting communities with my main. I'm pretty decently geared. I can pull through people through carries pretty easily. You don't like people. Yeah, oh well, fair enough. To be fair though, a lot of people in those communities are not the easiest people to be around at all times. We'll just say that nicely there. Also, if anybody's wondering with the music in the background, if you can hear it, it is the Shadowlands OST. Amazing. Favorite mount in the game? Favorite mount would probably have to be Spectral Tiger. That's just because that's one of the ones that I've wanted for the longest. If you had to ask me what I thought was one of the coolest looking mounts, or coolest mounts in the game, then I would for sure say it was the... I don't remember what honor level it is, but it's like brutally ridiculous. Like I want to say it's like honor level 500 mount. And the only reason I got to ever see it was because I watched Asmon's stream when he met the guy that had it. That thing is just insane looking, like a black burning metal stallion. Ooh, the game I actually got Invincible 3 or 4 months ago. I've only been farming it since Cataclysm, so keep your chin up. You get it. Oh, I don't even want to talk about Infinite Time Weaver. Absolutely beautiful. I love that mount. Been trying to get it forever. And my brother-in-law logs in and gets it like his 3rd or 4th try. Has a horseshoe up his ass, I swear. One of us. One of us. So, alright. Octopus, great question. Let's take a little breather from the farm and I will show you. So, start with Mechagon because it is just brutal how I got it. So, do every daily quest in the main area every time they reset. I do the pet quests and I do the world quest that resets every day. When you're going for Nagitar and Mechagon, if those are the last two, through the Nagitar contract, keep your Rust Bolt up at all times. If you don't have Mechagon, just keep a Rust Bolt contract up. Do all the world quests, do all of the daily quests every day, and then in the center here, there's also an additional quest that you can get. I think you can complete it once every day, and you have to get all of the parts from killing all the bots in the center, and it makes like a little toolbox, and then you turn it in. And I think with double XP right now for the rep, you get like 500. So that was like a huge boost. And then I just did the emissaries, of course. If you get an emissary up for Nagitar or Rust Bolt, by God, if you don't have it, you better do it. Nagitar is a whole lot simpler. Just run around and make sure that you just do all the world quests, do all of the daily bounty quests every day. They give rep, so that's the way I did it. Nagitar took me with the rep bonus. Took me like an extra 2 days after the rep bonus. Took me like a week, even with the rep bonus, to get my Rust Bolt up because I just despise rep farming in Rust Bolt. Yeah, Heavily Jade Serpent is nice. Yeah, it is. It is. But keep on it. Believe me, it's rewarding. Very true. Very true. You'll burn out. Ooh. Biden, I did not know that. Very interesting. Well, there you go. There's one extra way that you can get some rep. What do the rare fish give you? They give you rep? Man, I wish the mech dungeon gave you rep. I wish it would go back to the old Talbert system. And anybody remember those days? Just have a Talbert and just run through the dungeons? Life was so much simpler. Ooh, nice. I have all of those, and I can easily get them to 25. I have a bunch of stones, so. should give that a try. Ventilari, knee biter, bone shard, and icky. Alright. Wait, the rare fish give you 50 rep? How much fishing do you actually have to do to get a rare fish? Is it like 1 an hour, or is it actually a decent drop rate? Oh, I glitched in the matrix again. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I do know about Farm HUD. Unfortunately, even with my computer, it drops my frames a little bit too much, like you said, whenever I stream. So, if I'm farming on my own, I'll pop it on. But whenever I stream, I try not to, just because it takes a little bit away. I gotta work on my settings. I try to do high as I can, like optimal output, but I can see on the stream it still just kind of looks a little blurry in the distance. But if you look here, oh well good, maybe it's just, so it doesn't look like it's dropping frames to you guys? Maybe it's just my computer dropping frames on my YouTube with me watching it. Because apparently the only way I can see the chat is by actually watching my own stream on YouTube. Or at least the only way I figured it out. The chat doesn't come through on Streamlabs. Hey, what's up, Brad? Yeah, man, I got flying. Finally, right? I had a ceremonial fly up into the air in Mechagon with Invincible. And then, of course, the ceremonial fall to my death. I just flew up until I could fly any. I know, right? That's extremely lazy. Can't believe I went that long. If I wait this long to get flying in Shadowlands, you guys all have my permission to spam lazy bum to me until I actually get flying. mini map alert. I'll have to give it a shot whenever I'm doing a different route. Like I said, I don't even have to look down. I don't even have to look down for this route. I just wrote it. Well, good. Hope it looks good then. That means that it's just my side watching it because I'm also streaming and playing the game. Okay. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't want Shadowlands to come out because I really want to get this out. But I really want Shadowlands to come out. Like, it would be definitely be bittersweet if it came out a lot sooner than I thought. But I don't think I would be that disappointed. Oh, glitched everything up there for a minute. Uh-oh. The game's lagging. Proto laggins. Let's see. So I think I'm still right around 1.4k liquid. I mean 1.4k, 1.4 mil liquid. But my investment has gone way up. So I probably have about maybe 650k in investments on the AH that are flipping right now. So hopefully we'll have a big increase come this next week when I do my update. Damn, that's not gonna load out of date. Oh man. Gather mate's out of date. That's why everything's going. Yeah, so I actually cannot answer that because I have not spent enough time doing transmog cells on a role-playing server. However, I really do want to do that. Yeah. Well, just know that if you go somewhere like Moonguard, you're even if I went to somewhere like Moonguard, and I mean I have anywhere from 3 to 6,000 transmog items up on the AH at one time, and I would probably still be considered a small fry on Moonguard when it comes to transmog selling, because you got some big guys on there. Like I'm pretty sure Golden Routes is on Moonguard. You have Student is on Moonguard. So you'll have a bunch of heavy hitter competition when it comes to that. Ooh, killing wolves for the Goblin Gliders. Yeah. Do you remember the old farm in Wad that you can still, well, at least as far as I know, may have changed, but you used to be able to force spawn them, and it was those clef hoofs. I don't know if you can still force spawn them. That would be something to look into. He's on Argent Dawn EU? Why did I think he was on Moonguard? Well then that answers your question there. So maybe you should go over to Moonguard and give it a try. I definitely want to try it out and see, because there's a couple of things that I want to do, like later on, like I was talking earlier with a bunch of the video ideas I have. I think it would be interesting to do a series where I do like complete fresh on a server. So know nothing on a server, and then just show how I start up from nothing and kind of build all my alts and all that kind of stuff. And then also I think it would be cool to do like dedicated server stuff, like make a series about, like you just said, go into a role-playing server and you know, trial and error of transmog cells and all that kind of fun stuff. Because, you know, I'm weird and I like doing stuff like that. Alright, this lag is killing me. Stop lagging. Yeah, well, of course on his server it's going to do that, because a lot of people will come over to his server just solely to play on his server. And then they're going to be doing the farms that he puts out. And his farms are great for old transmog. But, you know, when you have another couple hundred people coming onto your server flooding your market, it kind of sucks for your own market, so... But also, even with low prices, you have to look. So some servers, like Storm Rage, for example, you know, you may have lower sell prices on certain things, but also those certain things that you have the lower sell prices on, you're also going to have like faster sell rates. So keep that in mind whenever you're doing that. Alright guys, hold on a second. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving, but my game is lagging a whole lot. I'm gonna try and see if I can keep the stream going, but exit the game real quick. Alright. Let's see if that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, I saw that. Now, back in the day, when he first came out with that, man, you could make some serious gold with this farm. I don't know how I feel about saying that it's still 20, 30K an hour. But like that's maybe possible on some servers, but on a majority, I just don't think that that's what you're gonna get. I mean, okay, so we can take that into consideration. I've been streaming for 5 minutes over an hour. So everybody wants to do some maths with me. So let's see. Oh shit, we may actually be making 2.05 at 6. Alright guys, if y'all can hear me, I'm gonna try to keep this up, but it looks like my stream is cutting out a little bit. So it looks like everybody decided to get on the internet around where I live. So keep your fingers crossed. I'll try to stay up as long as I can. But you know, if I start losing y'all, I'm just gonna call it for the night. But I'm trying to do some maths real quick and see what we're looking at. Alright, so if we add this all back up from essentially an hour and 5 minutes farming this. This is pretty optimized. I have it set up to where I mine from my my mount. I can't be dazed. I'm the fastest flying that I can be, and I have fastest gathering. So we're looking at plus 20. Alright, so definitely not 20 to 30K an hour, but we're actually looking, it's pretty decent. We're looking at 9,112 for the hour. I'm just essentially gonna run these until all my buffs go down. Yeah, it's because everybody and their mother is multi-boxing the hell out of everything right now, especially Zenithid. There we go. We look like we're back up. Doesn't look as laggy. Looks like a couple people around where I live decided to get off the internet. Oh, it did. But, I mean, you know, you can kind of take it with a grain of salt. So even though the herb prices have gone down, I mean, your potion prices adjust, but they still try to stay higher. So on a lot of servers, making potions have decent profit again. Oh yeah, everything's going to take a hit right now because it's the end of the expansion. A lot of people are leaving, playing other games, doing other stuff until the new expansion hits, or just not doing stuff in gold making. You're going to do freehold boost. Actually, I may go ahead and call this a bit. We're just gonna actually not gonna do that. We'll just call it. I actually want to go do a little bit of mana tomb farming. We'll go run over and do that. I want to get some Khorium and some different ore for Storm Rage. But let's post all this up on the AH first. Not bad. Oh. Alright. Over here. Oh, you would definitely get more gold farming freehold with a 470 Demon Hunter. Problem is I don't have a 470 Demon Hunter. Yeah, I still do it. But again, I don't cut crazy. I just do 1 silver. Alright, not bad. Some investment back. More undercut is where you essentially just go just a little bit under what the other person on the AH is selling for an item. For example, if selling anchorweed for 54 gold and 95 silver, then an undercut would be 54 gold and 94 silver. Alright. Yeah, no problem. Alright. Go post all this stuff off on here. And once we get done doing this, we're going to run some old school mana tombs. Yeah, if you want. you like my questionable? Oh, I got a new pair of shoulders, so I'll have to change it. You like my questionable transmog? Thought it was fitting. You know. Yeah, Matt. If you want, you can definitely wait for my opinion on it. Like I said, I'll probably do a complete video just on Isboxer whenever I start getting more into it. But I'll probably also, like I said, do a stream. So I'll probably do a stream where I kind of set it up, start playing around with it, and stuff like that. Soul Calibur. Fun. Yeah, you see how low the prices are here on Storm Rage. A lot cheaper. God, it just makes me hurt. Anchorweed is still okay. It is. Yeah, I always tend to have pretty questionable transmog on most of my characters. Yeah, so I think Now, don't hold me to it, because I have a bunch of stuff that I'm actually trying to get accomplished with my house and everything like that. But I want to try to get S-Boxer within the next, like, maybe 2 or 3 days. And give it a shot. Alright. I see that's a problem. Cool. Good. Wouldn't farm anyway. Yeah, with this boxer dual boxing, that'd be nice. I will probably just be dual boxing off the start. And then obviously as I make more with it, I want to use, I'm fine with initially investing money into it to give it a shot. And then eventually I want to be able to, each time that I do it again, I will use actual like gold and everything that I make to invest it. It'll kind of keep me in check, and so that I'm not, you know, buying with real money all 7 characters all at once. Alright. Oh, where's it going? Oh, we're not going right. Hope if I remembered where I was going. Adult thought. Invade. Ooh, look at that. Somebody bought my monolith ore. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping in again. I'm gonna go have some fun. Like running the old dungeons. What? Oh. Yeah, there are some free programs. Ah, there we go. But I just know myself if I'm gonna do it. Isboxer is a really good way to do it. You talking about Kraken? You can get some pretty high and transmog drops out of here, pattern drops, bunch, another weave cloth. Decent amount of gold. Yep, mana tombs. So this is one that I like running on a new server. And Storm Rage I haven't gotten huge stockpile of stuff up yet, so I always go back to my tried and trues, and I do a dual gatherer through Mana Tomb. I can get herbs that sell well, as well as possible for Khorium ore. That's what you're really going for. Yeah, but like I was saying, there are plenty of free uh, softwares that you can use for dual boxing. I just think that what's going to be best for me is probably just spending the money on one that's well known, has a bunch more things that I would want, and kind of gives me what I would need in the future if I'm doing a bunch of characters. You know, just little things that make life. This boxer, I want to say it's like $50 for the year. And sometimes you get the Motes of Shadows from these guys, which you can see I was doing this already. Motes of Shadow. There we go, Mote of Shadow. This is a nice little farm that I do a lot, especially on, like I was saying, I'm trying to build a presence on newer servers. There's a bunch of them that I'll do, but this is definitely one of them. Yeah, see, my problem with that, Nick, is that this is not the only game that I play. So that's where I start running into problems. Oh, you do? Hey, well, that's nice to know. Hell yeah, I'll definitely try it out. Aggro boss at the last room. Hey, learned something new. So what you're saying is that you can run all the way, skip everything, and just run all the way to the last boss, aggro the last boss, and then everything runs to you at the end. I'll give it a shot. Oh, only last room. Gotcha. Gotcha. Pretty sure it works the same way in these rooms. I was just being slow. There you go. Yeah, see? And they all come to me. don't think they come through in this place, though. I don't know. So asking, there's a couple of things that you can do with that. If you have a jewel crafter and you can make the jewel crafting mounts, then I would say that, especially if they're selling for 3 gold pop, um, I would buy out everything that I could, and I would buy out everything that I could, and then I would prospect all of that and get the gems, and then I would make those mounts. Now, if you don't have that, I would still, if you wanted to test the water and see if the gems sell, I would still prospect what you have, and then try to sell the gems, see if somebody that's making the mounts wants to buy the gems instead of having to prospect it themselves. Well, there you go. If that's what your main is, I would 100% keep those, prospect it, and make the Panther dual crafting mounts from Mop. How much of the Panther going for on your server? I wonder what it gives you. You know what? That's a good point. I don't know if I have Outland mining and herbalism on this character. Well, actually, I take that back. I'm assuming that I do. Ooh, I don't. Do not. I should go and fix that. Well, now I forgot where in Outland I need to go. Can you get the Outland in Stormwind? I don't think you can. Can you? Or am I thinking of the other? Probably thinking of the other stuff from Ashtar. Take a quick see. Hmm. Alright. From ahead. And Onyx Panthers, 140k on your server. Jump on that. What I would be doing with that Ghost Iron ore then. Panthers sell decent. I need to get back on them. I was making them pretty religiously, and then when I sold out my last couple of them, I didn't make them again. I should get back. Alright. Sorry for the seasickness, guys. Alright, can you tell me where anything's at? Where this dude is. Not last cleaner. There we go. Getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Oh. Oh, you were being dead serious. You were being dead serious when you said talk to a bookshelf. Alrighty then. Oh. That's not weird or anything. What else? Yeah, I grinded out the shards on those as well. Before they nerfed that farm, I think I had, God, I probably had at least 15 or 20 of those mounts. And then they nerfed it into oblivion. So, that took that out. But, it was sweet while it lasted. And I did put out a post about that. I don't know if anybody listened to me, but I said, hey, you know, I put it out. I was like, hey, you know, this is probably gonna get nerfed. So make sure that you're not selling all of them, and keep, you know, one or two. You keep one or two in your banks for when prices go back up, because prices will definitely go back up, and they did. They were low for a while, and then they went straight back up. Nice catch there, Clyden. Thanks. Keep me in check. I have so many alts on all the different servers. I forget which ones I've done certain things on. Oh, look at that. I have found a way that you don't get kicked off your mount and stay and fly, travel for him. You fly real high and then you dive back down. Woohoo! Either that or my game was lagging so much that it didn't just register that I flew in somewhere. You know, either one. Mm. You stunned me. Manitomb's kind of going for Khorium. And also need some nether weave, making multiple nether weave bags. Not that I'm actually doing that farm for this. Nether weave on this server sells for so cheap, but you get a lot. And you just sell the materials out of this farm. I sell the motive shadows and all that fun stuff. And if I get any decent transmog, I sell it as well. That one is a unique. Always like selling the unique ones. Oh, messed up. That node. Fine. Okay. Ooh, well, that's interesting. Gives you enchanting materials. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a lot better. That's what I was missing. Even though it's still crazy to think about, you will still make a lot of gold off of selling netherweave bags. I have yet to find a server where you can not make a profit off of netherweave bags. Now your profit margin may only be 2 or 3 gold a pop, but I've still yet to see one where you can't profit. Well, guys, I am going to give this one more run, and then I think we're going to be done for the night. Carl, what sells? What were you asking about? You asking about the transmog? For Manitou? Oh yeah, they sell. They sell a lot. That was actually one of my big OG shuffles on Storm Rage when I made my first character on here on Storm Rage. made my first video about it too. Oh, says my bags are full. Probably cleared my bags out before we finish this run. Yeah, so I obviously I spent a good bit of time AFK just crafting them, but I made at least 300 or 400k in a couple of days on Storm Rage just from buying different cloths and then turning them into bolts and then reselling them. Even after the AH cut and the posting price, I still probably made at least probably at least 100 to 150k of that was profit. Oh crap. I refuse to do that. We're gonna find that at way too lazy to do that on myself. Mm-hmm. Got a lot of those. 909 in bag. Alright guys. Well, since we had to run back out, well actually no. You know what? I'm way too OCD to leave any of that loot. So we're gonna go back in and finish this run. Cobra. What I think helped a lot of the transmog kind of start coming back for a little bit is the new tab on the auction house, where you can just click it and do filter and set it to, you know, transmogs that you can learn and that you haven't collected. I think that really helped the transmog market, instead of people having to search. $4K cloth. Yeah. When I would turn it into bags or turn it into other stuff. So what I would do is check your disenchanting price for some items that you can craft. You may be better off, you know, using it on a tailor, crafting items and then disenchanting those items. Ooh, that's actually a good question of whether or not, like, are you doing like the storyline quest, like whether or not it boosts those. I know it works with the world quest. That's a good question. Do not know for sure because I haven't tested. Yep, I'll have to do that from now on. Much more better. Alright, everybody. So that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to head out and get some sleep. Still working on a couple of videos. I'll probably have another one out in the next day or two. If I don't for some reason, then at the very least, I'll be streaming and we'll hang out. So, thanks for stopping by. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe down below. And, yeah, I'll see you guys Probably within the next couple days on stream, and then another video here soon. You guys take it easy and have a good night, alright? Yeah, no problem, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.